Hello, my name is Miguel Boer, and you must be the family that needed more information on the IEP process. I will just let you know straightforward that it's a very streamlined process, but I will be more than happy to assist you in getting more information about it. So, to begin, the IDEA, or the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, um, is very much known for being integral with families and children. All right. We want you to be part of the process and not feel that your thoughts and opinions don't matter when it comes to your own child and the child's opinions and thoughts themselves as well. All right. So, you guys being a part of the IEP process is very much important to everyone. Okay. So, you're not going to be neglected when it comes to that. But to begin with, your child and you will need to get a referral. This is the first step in determining if your child does need special education services, and we will need a parental consent before getting him or her evaluated. Now, beyond there, once you get the referral process set up and done, next comes the evaluation process. This is the next phase from the referral once it has been submitted. During this time, the evaluation will identify your child's strengths and also weaknesses upon their academic performance. We will then determine if they are eligible to get those special education services. Now, beyond there comes eligibility. Now, eligibility determines that if the student finds out if they are approved for the services or if they are not. Now, if they are at this point, um, they are then going to get set up a IEP, right? And that IEP is specifically an individualized education program specifically for them. It's not for anyone else besides them, right? It's a document that we set up specifically for your child. So no one else has one just like it. Now, beyond there, um, if they get a no that they have not been approved per the eligibility, then at that point it kind of restarts over. You'll have to get a new referral, and the process will start from scratch again. But again, if it's been approved, at that point you get the IEP set in motion. Now, beyond there, the IEP components. Now, this is a very specific document that is written and contains an outline of your child's specific needs on his current or her current performance and our goals that we have set up and are needing to be met. This also includes other services that may be necessary for that child, right? Beyond there, um, the expectations between um, us and you. Okay, this is very important. We will have quarterly meetings with you and your child, and we will also have annual reviews with your child. Now, the quarterly reviews says it all, right? It's per quarter, so you will have 4 quarters throughout this year, right? And each time, um, the quarterly report will be addressed at our meetings. We will make sure that your child is progressing and not regressing. And if they are regressing, then we make adjustments as necessary. It is done quarterly so that we make sure that your child is making the adequate progress necessary for, the IEP. Now, beyond there comes the annual review process. Now, this is done once per year at the end of the year. That's why it's not that many of them, right? So we only get one per year. Beyond there, this review is done at the end of the year so that the IEP can reflect on your child's progress throughout those 4 quarters and the whole year as a whole, right? Um, Now, if your child meets the goals that were set in his IEP or her IEP, at that point, new goals will be set up. And then it's their responsibility to, by next year, hopefully start completing those goals and assessments, right? That we had just set up. Now, if by chance your child did not meet the goals necessary for this year, we make adjustments. We set new goals in motion and just take a hard look of what went wrong for your child not to meet those goals, right? It's not any penalty or anything. It's just a review to make sure that we can make those adjustments and maybe by next year they have they are able to meet those goals. Now, um, the um, ethical responsibilities that we as teachers uphold is that we will always be giving you what is called a prior written notice, right, before we change anything, meaning that we can't change anything by ourselves, right? We have to give this to you. It's a legal document that is handwritten and it discusses the monitoring and reflection of our special educators, our general educators, our behavioral specialists, anyone that is on this team and helping your child. They all put those notes in there and make sure that um, before we change anything that you're able to look at it. And if you like the changes, then you can sign off on them. And if you don't like the changes, then we can discuss it at a meeting. Okay. Um, Beyond there, it will be our goal as a teacher and educator to help your child, right? Not discriminating against them, but always be helping and making sure that whatever plan we implement is for their best interest, not our best interest, but their best interest. Um, but Overall, that will be the IEP process. Like I said, it is straightforward, but we will also be giving you a brochure, and this will just go over everything that I went over in a little bit more further detail, and you'll be able to just pull this out whenever you have questions or that you think that we've missed something. Other than that, you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you so much for meeting with me and my colleagues.